Okay, I'm doing this one exactly after the last tutorial. So, you know, it is what it is. You're gonna still see some of the old stuff still here because I haven't changed at all. So, do one of the tutorial on I believe the little spike animations, the little spike effects. So by that I mean the hits as I call them. All the stuff that show after something gets hit. So I'm gonna show two types of hits because well, it's what I do. So we're gonna grab a simple hit. We're gonna grab a complicated hit of both variations because I have two versions of them. So I believe I grabbed hit 3, hit 6. I need hit 4, and I need hit 5. We don't talk about hit. Hit doesn't exist, and hit 2 doesn't exist either. So let's animate these all in. And yes, all of them are like kind of right, but not really. So just by me putting them up here, you can kind of tell exactly where I'm going when I say there's two versions of them. There are some that are completely straight, which I put them like this just in case something hits something like a punch, like a straight punch of some sort, or like a curved punch. Instead of it going to the right, it kind of just, shows a full impact that's even. Same thing for this one. As you can imagine, this is a simple one. This is the complicated one. This is the right version of this. So by the right version, I mean it goes in only one direction, and that's to the right or left, depending on how you reflect it. And that's how I do things. This is what I do for the hits. So this would be like for the last animation would probably be for when that guy was deflecting the sword, or whenever he shot something or got shot at, and he stopped it with the sword. You would see this play instead of this. I use this as the cannon blast. So you can apply them to different things. It doesn't have to be a sword, doesn't have to be a cannon blast. It can be anything, literally. So that it is what it is. So I'm gonna go to this one and I'm gonna go to this one because I need to explain both of them, but I don't want to make it too complicated because these two are a little bit complicated. A little bit, just a little bit. But more complicated than these. So I'm gonna go to hit 3. I'm gonna go to its edit. No, 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 no. Don't wanna? Yeah, I'm just going to its edit. So for hit 3, I made it a long time ago, but it's a total of 8 frames. Well, honestly, it's a total of like 6 frames, but the other two are for it to load back up or for me to notice that it's there still. So for the first one, we literally just have another polyfill. I believe it's an 8 point, and then two more polyfills on the back of it in the shape of spikes that get smaller and smaller as the animation progresses. And that's it. That's all it is for it. Then it looks like that. But if I had to say anything, the key for these, specifically these type of animations, the hits, the ones with the spikes behind them, is the spikes. You make an initial shape to show where the person's getting hit or how they're getting hit or how something's interacting. And the spikes are what, show it actually continuing. So if you don't add these spikes continuously going back and getting smaller, I'm just gonna say it's not gonna look proper. But that's if you're doing it the way I'm doing it or planning on doing it the way I'm doing it. And this is the exact same ruling for hit 4. Hit 4 is the exact same thing. Oops, I added it. I was supposed to edit it. Hit 4 is the exact same thing. You have an initial shape, which is this piece, and then you have spikes, which are these pieces. And that's it. It just breaks down over time, disappears. Simple stuff. Now, I am going to explain these guys because they have the same rules as these two, but just one single extra step. And I'm pretty sure you can notice it just from how it looks, but I'm still going to explain it. And I'm going to explain this one because I like this one more. So, as you can see, there's kind of a lot going here, but it's basically taking a initial shape and adding a smaller initial shape inside of it, and then doing the exact same thing with the spikes. You know, other than that, it just breaks down. But the only thing that's added on this one are these guys. Believe it or not, these are just, imagine these as spikes as well. They also break down, but they have a slightly different rule. They go smaller, but they kind of go from long and they slow down as they go. You know, as you can notice, this was like a circle now, when in the beginning it was like, oh, it was still a circle. It was still a circle, but a lot of them just get smaller, like water drops, basically. So yeah, same rules, slightly different. Different. Nothing really complicated. You know. So yeah, just make an initial shape. Make that shape break down. Easy stuff.